In this video I'm going to show you guys how to make an Iberian town centre inspired from the game 0 AD and its civil centre in Minecraft. Now if you guys are new to the channel at all, we do a lot of time lapses and tutorials just like this one, so make sure to hit that subscribe button. Also guys, if you want more videos like this one, I'll leave a link in the card above as well as in the description to a full playlist that you guys can check out. Anyway, let's get into the video. Alright then guys, so here is the build on my flat tutorial world. I quite like this one. It's kind of halfway between a castle. It's kind of like a wooden castle, but it is the civil centre, so I'm going with town hall type of thing. But yeah, very quick tour. You have got 4 towers. This is why I say it's like a castle. 4 towers. You know, they're quite small. I've not really done anything with. Well, I've not done anything with them at all. One there. You've got a diagonal one there, and you've got the big one. And then you've got a courtyard with a well and some buildings around it. Some of these are quite small, like this one is tiny but gets to the tower and then goes into the back area around here where you've got a lot more room, and then get into the bigger tower. Okay, so yeah, it's not too bad, quite interesting, bit different, but there we go. In terms of its dimensions, it is 23 blocks long, 23 blocks wide. Weirdly, that wasn't intentional, but it just ended up being a square, and it's also 14 blocks high. We're going to be building up this one in stages, so I'm going to be starting with this nice big tower here, and then we'll join across to this area here where we get the tower, then that one, and then we'll probably end up doing the rest around here, this outside wall and tower, and then move into the courtyard. At least that's the plan. We'll see how it goes. So materials that you guys are going to need throughout this build: mud bricks, packed mud, oak planks, stripped oak wood, birch planks, stripped birch wood, spruce slab, spruce trapdoor, and also mud brick stairs. That's going to get us started with this one. So first things first, what you're going to do guys is grab yourself your mud bricks, and like I said, we're going to be building the big tower first. You're going to have 7 blocks going across, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Just checking that was not too close to the build. I should be okay over here. And then this is going to be by 5 blocks. You got 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. And then you can build a rectangle off of that, so that will give you the base for the tower. We're going to build this part of it up to 3 blocks high. Let's just do that real quick, like this. Alright, and then what we're going to do is we're going to have a layer of oak planks. Oh, there we go, like this. Like that. And this is going to be a total of 11 blocks high. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4. And then with our birch, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. And we can build that all up here. And we're going to do some variation, of course, as well. And a bit of blending in and things like that. Because at the minute, it's not going to look particularly great. But yeah, I quite like this. I don't know. The civil centre to me, this is totally like a castle. But I don't know. Tell me what you guys think as well. If you think this is more of a castle than you kind of like typical town hall, typical town centre, that would be really interesting to hear your guys' thoughts. But like I say, it's from the game 0 AD, which I quite enjoyed, or have enjoyed and have been enjoying. To be fair, it's free to play, which I think is amazing. So there we go. Let's build that up, build that up, build that up. There we go. So that will give you the full tower. So like I say, this is, you know, the transition isn't the best at the minute, and we need to do some more variation and transition like here, so you can see what we've got kind of going on with this bit. But before we do that, we're going to just knock out a couple little places for the windows. We're going to get that sorted first. So where we've got this oak level, we're going to leave 2 from this side here, go to the next one, and then go up where we got the first birch, and then we're going to knock that out and put in a really tiny window. We're actually going to knock out just a spruce slab there. We're going to put in a spruce slab. And for me, I put the spruce trapdoor open with this one. Leave a block gap, go to the next one, do the same thing here, and you could have this one closed. And that's exactly what I ended up doing. Leave a block gap, and then you're going to have a 2 block opening now, and the same over on this one as well. And the exact same thing, spruce slab at the top like that. And funnily enough, I did it the opposite way around on this one. Now, I only had this one sticking out with 1. So imagine that this is actually, well, if you really wanted to do it properly, you could have them, you know, double stacked like this and, you know, have it like a folding kind of thing going down. But I thought that looked too thick, so I just went with 1. But it's up to you guys. I'll leave that one there. I'll leave the doubling up, why not? There's no real reason why we shouldn't. Around to the side now, just on the side of this one, over on this side only, we're going to have the windows are right here and here, like that. And then plonk those two in like that. And then have one open, one closed if you want to. So this one closed over like that. And it looks like we've got one down in the bottom as well, right in the middle here. Knock that one out. Plonk that in. Maybe we're going to have that one open as well. And then over on this side, it's just here. So one block in, knock out a double here like that. Put that one in there. I'm going to have that one open. And on the back now, we're going to knock out right here. Okay, so it's not actually parallel to the one over there. So that's kind of what you feel should be right, but no. So that's what we're going to do there. And we're going to put in a spruce slab. And maybe we have that one open. There is going to be a door here at some point, as you can see there. So it's up to you guys if you want to put it in or not. Why not? Let's go for it. We're going to put the door in. So it's just 2 blocks over. So it's not too bad. Is it the same level as the thing? No, it's 1 down. That's fine. Right. It's confusing myself. All right. So what we're going to do is right here. We're just going to knock that out. Put in a door there. Put a spruce slab over the top of it. Now what we can actually do as well is we can grab ourselves an oak slab. I can put in the little floor that's on this level. This feels right. Yep. I know it's a bit weird. That's why I put the slab in on the little windows. So we go get that there, like that. There is going to be a floor above here as well. I might show you guys that when we get to that level. But there we go. That will give us the kind of rough bits of the whole thing. So now we can do some variation without getting confused. It's mostly for me, to be fair. So what we're going to do is we're going to have, knock out a couple of these blocks, have them raised up with your what's it called, your oak level. Yeah, go into your oak level, that's what I'm trying to say. And then what we're going to do is your oaks can go over as well, like this. Okay, so we're going to have that one maybe going over like that, and we can do the same thing over here. Maybe have 2 blocks going over like that, maybe just 1 there. Oh, we didn't do anything on this side at all. And to be fair, this bit is a little bit hidden, so it doesn't quite matter as much. Then what we're going to do with our stripped oak wood is we're just going to replace some of these with some stripped oak wood, like this. No, not... Try not to just knock stuff out, but you can do, I guess. It's up to you. There we go, put this in here. And that would be weird if I did that kind of a pattern, so let's go with that there. There we go. And then the same thing with your birch wood. We're just going to strip that out for some stripped birch wood instead. Okay, so just do some variation in here. Is that all looking good? Maybe over here, and let's put that in there. 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 And there. It's completely random. Whatever you guys want to do. I mean, it's one of those things that sometimes I get the variation looking really good and I have no idea why, and sometimes I don't and it just doesn't look right, and I have to start again. And I do find sometimes that it's easier just to start again on occasion. There you go, put in something like that. So at the minute I've got this like really diagonal pattern. I try not to do this, but it looks like I've just done loads of it, but that is what it is. So there you go, let's put this in here, not that one. Do you want to do that? Not that one through there, there we go. And have all of these up here. There we go. That, I think, I'm happy with. Or at least happy enough with for this tutorial. Otherwise, I could go and vary things forever. Right, so on the front of this one, what we're going to do is we're going to have 2 blocks here and 2 blocks here. And then have the mud brick stairs on top. And then on the side, it's just another set of 2 there. That looks like it's just 1 block in. Yeah, it is. Cool. So 1 block in, do those here there. It's just a little bit tighter, kind of smaller. So have that in there like that. And then if you're just having it as a standalone, you could do it around the rest of it. But because we're going to be building the rest of the castle or the rest of the town hall, then we'll get onto that. So now, with your packed mud, whack in a couple of these mud bricks. Have this little bit of variation here, just to make it look a little bit better. I put one there already. So let's have this in here. You can also use brown mushroom block as well. That one looks really good. It's a bit of a weird one, that, but it does fit. It's strange. It's just really like a smoothed out version, but for me, that will do. Cool. Right, so what are we going to grab? Let's go and grab these blocks now. So we're going to need a oak slab, oak stair, and a jungle fence gate. That will get started. Oh, also on the top, because there is some stuff here. Birch slab and also a spruce trapdoor before I forget all of those things. So for it, we're just going to have stair, leave a gap, stair, leave a gap, stair, leave a gap, stair. Same here, stair, leave a gap, stair, leave a gap, stair. So you're just doing alternating. You get the idea. It's not too bad. Then in between these, have a slab. Like this. And there. Like that. Then we're going to have stairs on top of this bit. And wrap these around. All the way. Like this. In fact, this is the only tower that has even got stairs on it. And this one, you know, like a roof, I mean. Do another set of stairs going around. Like that. And then on the inside, we're going to have a slab here with your birch, and a slab there with your birch, and then a spruce trapdoor. Because that is going to be where we're going to have a ladder. Now, I just can't remember quite where I actually put that in. So we're going to have a quick nose and grab our ladder at the same time. There we go. So it's just above that. And I put in a little block of planks there as well, because it didn't quite work. So there we go. Right, so let's get into the tower now. Of course, have a tower, you know, if you were using this as a standalone, I would probably just put up a ladder into the kind of upper part of it if you wanted to. So for your oak slabs, have that on the upper layer right here, because it's like a proper like loft space really. And that. And then yeah, where we've got this, we're going to need some blocks. So I did birch planks going down. Then have my ladder going up there, and then cut this out right here. This is where I put in the ladder for the side of it, so you get up into this kind of loft kind of bit, and you'll be able to get onto the roof like that. So there we go. That gives us... No, it doesn't. Not quite. Jungle fence gates. Put them underneath the stairs and punch them. Like this. Keep on going around with all that. There we go. And now that gives us the first tower. So what we'll do now, guys, is we will build this kind of middle section here, this little kind of wall bit, and also this tower on the side there. Alright, so let's move on to the next section. So what we're going to do, guys, is grab your mud bricks once again. Right on the inside of the tower here, where we've got the kind of, you know, the other side of it, I guess. What we're going to do is we're going to leave 3 blocks. 1, 2, 3, go to the 4th. And with your mud bricks, bring 4 going forwards from here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then we're going to leave a 3 block gap. So 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to have 2 blocks of mud bricks. 1 and 2. Knock that out now, because that is going to be the entrance part of it. There isn't like a gate or anything on this one. It's just open. But if you want to put a gate on it, feel free to do so. What I did on this one then is we're going to have our oak planks again, just building up. We'll do the same kind of variation where we get the build done first, and then we'll variate it. Then we're going to have 4 blocks of birch planks on top. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Same over here. 2, 3, and 4. Then we're going to join these together at the top, and then do another one there. So you only get 2 blocks there, so it's a 3 by 4 gap in here. Like I say, you can build a gate on there with some of your spruce trapdoors and a spruce door if you wanted to. Maybe I'll show you guys that if you're interested in that kind of thing, which you might be, so maybe I'll just do that. Right, so variation wise, same thing again. What I did is though is like built it up on the sides, because we're going to have a tower on this bit in a sec. We're just going to get this thing done first. Then of course, yeah, bring up your other blocks like that, perhaps maybe just like that. Then vary it again, so you know, a bit of packed mud here and there. And then your stripped oak wood as well, you know, if you want to do a little bit of variation on there. Then your stripped birch wood, you know, whack that in across some of these, perhaps, and around here, like that. And maybe there, I don't know, something like that will do for our variation. On the top of this, we're going to have 4 oak slabs. Then over the top of the gap, we're going to have oak blocks, or oak planks, and then we're going to have 2 oak slabs on the side there like that for that entrance part of it. And then what we'll do is we're actually going to build the tower, because we've got most of the blocks anyway, and otherwise I have to then go and re-grab the blocks, so that doesn't make much sense, does it? So what I'm going to do is the tower is actually 5 by 5. And it's going to be the same kind of bit of that block there. This will make more sense. So I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There you go. So it's the same because this is like, 5 by 7. All we're going to be doing is 5 by 5, but it has the same kind of, it's in the line that the other one is. So there we go. So we're going to have 5 blocks going across as well. And then just join this all up. So you get a 3 by 3 square in the middle. Okay. Then this one is going to be too high with your mud bricks as our default. So they're kind of like quite varied on this one. I tried not to make all the walls exactly the same. So you've got like more mud bricks on this one because it's taller. This one's a little bit taller than this wall. So, it's got 2 instead. It's that kind of stuff. Then what we're going to do is we're going to have a layer of oak planks as we did before. Okay. And then we're going to have 5 blocks of birch. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Build this all up as well. Okay. Like that. And around the back here as well. Like this. And we're nearly done, guys. There we go. You get something like that done. Then what we're going to do on top of this one is just have a layer of oak slabs like this going around. And just 1 block down, we're going to have oak slabs in here like that. It's a little floor you can just about see over. It's kind of protecting you. That's the idea, that this is kind of protecting you if you crouch down a bit. Right in the middle of this one, we're going to go leave a block here and go to the next ones and cut out 2. And have your slab in there with your spruce slab. And then we're going to have another door open like that. And then with our jungle fence gates, we're going to have them just here, and every other one, they're going to be there and punched through. Now you can also put one on the side of that tower there. There wasn't one from the game, so I didn't put one in. But if I was building this for, I don't know, for like a little castle-y type thing or any sort of defense, I would definitely have a tower right here. It's just kind of, it's kind of up to you guys what you want to do, really. Right, grab yourself your spruce door now. Just on the inside of this, we're going to leave a block and go to this one and put in a little door like that. We're going to need that spruce slab now. There we go. And we're going to plonk that into here like that. Then with our mud bricks, you're going to do a little bit of variation again. So build up some of them. Up to you guys where you want to build those up. Just a little bit of variation will look good. And then with your planks, we're going to just, do the same kind of thing where you have some of them going over a little bit. Like this. Apologies if there's noise in the background, guys. A helicopter is taking off from the helipad near me. There we go. Let's have that there. Then with your stripped oak wood, switch a couple of these out. Just to give it a little bit of variation, as we always do. There we go, like that one there. And perhaps even that one there, like that. And some here. There we go, that all looks good. Then with your stripped birch wood, we're just going to replace some of these in here. And do the same kind of variation that we always do. I always forget this with the jungle fence gates, because it always makes it more difficult to variate once you've plonked them in. But we'll just deal with that, I think. It's one of the things that we've done. And that will probably do for that side. So it's just the last little bit over here. A couple on this side. And again, you can put like more of those windows in around as well. Don't just do what I do. Feel free to mix it up however you want to. There we go, that's good. Right, cool. So now we're going to grab a ladder, which I can never find very quickly. That's why I always go for grabbing it. And also, yeah, we'll grab that spruce trapdoor that we got over here. I think for my one, I'm probably, let's have a look at where we got. Yeah, we got the door there, so I probably would have done this in the middle, but not that it really matters too much. But you can have that then raising up. Spruce trapdoor on there. And then for where we've got the window, we're then going to have this just in the slab underneath that. Like that. So then you've got your way to the top, your way to this level here. Again, like I said, if you want to put a window in there, you could do, or you could technically put one at the back if you want to as well. I mean, it's totally up to you guys. It is, after all, your kind of build. So do with it what you will, really. Right, so now what we're going to grab is going to be, from what I remember, spruce fence and also a spruce slab. Oh, I might as well put these barrels and composter and stuff out here. Why not? Let's do it. We'll get it done, you know, nice and simple. So for your spruce fence, what you guys are going to do is you're going to leave a 2-block gap from here, like that, and then you can go 1, 2, and 3, and then leave a 3-block gap in the middle, 1, 2, and 3, so it's literally in line with this. Spruce slabs just go over the front of this, then we're just going to be stepping up with slabs each time, like that, and then once again, like that. Then with your barrel, you can have a barrel like this way, and maybe a composter over here, maybe a composter over here, and a barrel that way, and a barrel that way. Why not? You know, feel free to do whatever you want with it to make it look interesting. But there we go, guys. That gives us the gate kind of part of it, and also this tower. So we'll now move on to this back wall here, this tower here, and join that up. And now for the next section of this build, what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to be on the inside here where we just built this tower. And with our mud bricks, what we're going to do is we're going to have 1 block in. We're going to go back with 11. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Then we're going to have 5 blocks by 5 blocks. So the same tower that we built here. And we're going to have that in exactly the same kind of alignment as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Just around here like that. And what we're going to do is exactly the same thing. We're going to have this all built up with 2 lots of your mud bricks. Like that. Build this up as well. Then have your oak plank layer. Like this. And going all the way around like that. Then for the wall, we're going to add another 3 birch planks. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, all the way till you get this thing sorted. There we go. So it's 6 high in total. Then this one's going to be the same as that. So we're going to have 5 in total. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. There we go. Got 5 up to there. And there we go. Oh, your birch. Right at the top. There we go. Nearly there now. Okay. Like that. Okay. Now with your oak slabs, have that on top. Don't knock out your fence gates. And also do the same thing over here. The oak slabs on top. And again, just in by 1, have that a block down. So you've got this in here like that with your oak slabs. In fact, on this side, we're going to do a little bit different. We're going to knock out 2 blocks here because there's going to be a ladder onto a building. So we're going to build part of the first building at least, just on the inside of this here. So what we're going to do is we're going to leave a 3-block gap from this side. 1, 2, 3. Go to the next bit, and we're going to have 2 blocks coming out. And we're just going to bring this wall straight in like that. Then we're going to have our layer of oak planks, so it's a 1 down. But then it's going to be the same height as this. It's going to be 4 in total. So it's still quite a tall building, really. Even though it's really, really slim. Like, super slim. If I was using this, I'd probably end up just, I don't know, cutting arches into it or something like that to then have it a bit open. But it's totally up to you guys what you want to do. With your oak planks, this is a really good question, in fact, because I'm not totally sure. Oh, it's 1 down. See, I wouldn't have known that from my little picture that I've got there. But yeah, it is going to be 1 block down to here. That's where your planks are going to be in. Like that. Okay. And then with your spruce trapdoor, we're going to have these running across like this, with the metal bits joining across that way, and then have it on there. So you end up with slightly raised up part on the edge of the wall, and then on the inner part you've got more of a banister type of thing going on here. And you could of course make that fancier with stairs or something like that. I think I just kept it super plain because why not? Right, so actually no, we are going to need that. Let's do the windows on this tower now. So we're going to leave a block here, then go down, knock this one out, and have a spruce trapdoor. Knock out 2. Don't knock out 2, knock out 1, and then have your spruce trapdoor there. And there's 1 on the back as well. So we're going to do the same thing here, or block it up. Why not? Now, if you do want to put in a ladder like we did over with this one, what we'll do is we'll have a ladder here to get up into the actual tower and get on top of this building. So you've got this little bit of a wall. But for me, what I did is I put the ladder in on this side. The reason being that in terms of defense, it just makes a lot more sense. So that then you're not climbing out onto a place where you could get attacked, which, you know, you'd probably be attacking from here. Something like that, you know, go with that. Then we're just going to bring this all the way down like that. Your slabs now are going to be just, you know, that one block under this level here, like that. And then I can just go on down here, and now we can knock out a little door here. And then, you know, close that up. Grab yourself your spruce door and also your spruce slab. Leave a 2-block gap from this inner part of it. Knock this out. Knock that out there. Put in that spruce slab and then put in your spruce door. So you've now got a way to get into this tower here and go all the way up as well. How cool is that? There we go. Tiny little building though. Absolutely tiny, but you know, it is what it is. Right, so what else have we got to do, guys? Well, we got to grab ourselves our jungle fence gate. We got to plonk those in. Of course, we can't plonk it in the middle, but that's fine. Go around the ones that we can do, like this. We've also got to do some variation as well. Can't forget about the variation. There we go. Right, so now variation-wise, yep, now that you've got everything, you can now start to do a little bit of smoothing, perhaps. You know, something like this, I don't know. Whatever you want to do. Maybe have this bit, you know, raised up a little bit because it's on the outside part of the building, perhaps. I don't know, it's up to you guys. That bit maybe there, and maybe these bits a little bit more raised up as well. Like that. Totally up to you, what you want to do. Just realised we didn't do packed mud in that bit, so we will be doing that as well. Something like that there. Packed mud, switch that out, get a couple good variation blocks in and around the whole build. You know, really go for it. Did I put one there? I did put one on the inside. Thought I might have done. Didn't look right. There we go. Gets all in here. There we go, like that. And this, and on the inside of this as well, of course. Feel free to move some of these blocks up. Like that. And a good variation in. And some of these you only see from the inside anyway, but good variation will really help your build pop, so don't be afraid to to do it. Making it look messy and kind of worn out is kind of a good thing, which is really weird. We stripped oak wood, then we're going to do the replacement that we've been doing before to get all these, you know, nicely variated out. Like that. One over there, perhaps one sideways there. There and there. One in there and there and there. The side of that thing and there. Has that done all that now? Yeah, it has. So now it's just your stripped birchwood, which again, variation is key. So get into all of these bits and variate your socks off, really. It's as simple as that. Lots of variation is good. And I think without the variation, I think it just makes this style in particular, the Iberian kind of style, makes it look really interesting with that kind of like wattle and daub and that colour variation, you know, going from like the kind of the muddy kind of colours and giving it a bit of something else. I just quite like it. I was quite happy when I was playing around with it and these all worked. I was like, yes, this is what I like. Things that work. Simple as that. There we go. So nearly done. I think, yeah, we're done. There we go. It doesn't take too long, right? You could also vary this part, I guess. But up to you guys, you know, and also the inside parts that you can't see. But there we go. So that gives us the next tower and also the first of the buildings. So now we're going to do the hard bit, which is going to be, well, it's not the hard bit in, yeah, perhaps, but the kind of angled walls that are going in, and also the diagonal tower that we've got at the back here. So we'll get that done now. Alright, so now to complete up the wall and the last tower. So with your mud bricks, what we're going to do is from that tower that we just built, we're going to have 7 blocks going across, just one in, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. We're then going to have 4 blocks. So we're just going to go diagonal from this one. We're going to have 4 blocks going across like that. So it all gets angled in this one. It's going to be the same on the other side as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then 4 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like that. Now for the tower, what we're going to do is we're going to have a diagonal block here. So coming out from the side, that one there. Another one and another one. And then we're going to go across. And it's going to be 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we should just be having diagonals going back like that. Okay, so that's what you end up getting shape-wise. Now in the internal space for this, you're going to have, basically going to have that kind of tower thing going on there. But I always take out one just so that you've got a little door into the bottom part of it from those inner buildings, so you can use it as storage or to get into that tower if you wanted to. I think with my one I was going to have that part of it as the, you know, you walk around to go to that tower, and also into this wall part here like that. Okay, so now what we are going to do is we are going to have a layer of oak planks just on the wall part of it. But in fact this bit right here is going to be mud bricks. Okay, like that. Then here, you have your oak planks. Like that. Then for the wall parts, add 4 birch planks. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'll bring you just up to this level here. I always like these bits in the tutorial or in the build when it starts to come together. I always enjoy that. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Ooh. I'm having internet issues today, so I think it's not picking up some block places, which is never fun. It just seems to be going very, very slow. There we go. So build these all up. Yep. Really slow. Glitchy. Very odd. There we go. We'll black that into there. Like that. Okay, so that's that bit. Now for your tower, what you guys are going to do is right here, just have your oak plank layer like this. And then we're going to bring that birch plank layer right to the same level as the other one. Just add in 3 blocks on top. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. I'm going to go over this bit as well, just in terms of the door. I'm just going to use birch for that. If I did the interior, I'd then sort it out or do something slightly different. Then add 2 lots of your birch planks on top of that layer as well, like this. There we go, like that. Okay, now one of these you're going to knock down, just so that you can have, or just knock out 1 block, just so you can have a ladder going in. So I'm going to choose that one. With your oak slabs, you're going to put these on top of this part here, like that. Same with the outside wall part of it as well. Plonk those on there like that. There we go. You can put a floor in here now at this level. Now, I don't think I put windows on. I'll double check in a second though, but I'm pretty sure I didn't. And then just on the inside, leave that kind of block, so you've got a full block, and then have the slabs going around it, okay? Like that there. Okay. Then what we're going to do is we're going to have that like 1 block gap, and we're going to build a layer of our mud bricks. You're going to bring it just to the inside of here, so you've got like little track going around, and then you're going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4. And do the same on the other side as well. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. That should just leave you with 1 block to place in the middle there. Then with your oak planks again, we're going to layer that up. And this wall you can take out on the inside if you wanted to. It's kind of up to you guys. I mean, it will give you this like little track in the back, so some of these you might want to knock out, or you might want to put in other walls. But for the time being, this will give us a nice base to get the rest of the build looking correct. Okay, and then yeah, build your birch up, not to the same level as this one. You're going to be 1 less, so the same level as your slabs that are going around. You might notice this, we've got a couple of gaps as well. These disappearing blocks are going to drive me nuts. There we go. Now just putting your slabs here, and on these ones as well, and there as well. So you end up getting all of your slabs going around these bits like that. I'm going to grab a ladder, and we're just going to plonk that up on the inside of this here like that. Then what we're going to do is we're going to grab spruce slabs, and we're going to put spruce slabs just on the edge parts of this. And this is just to give it a bit of a contrast because the roofs for the inner buildings are actually using oak. So we didn't want too much oak going on. And you can see it like there. You needed some sort of contrast to split those layers into two. But there we go. That gives you the outer wall parts of it. Yeah, there's no windows on that one at all. So of course what we're going to do now, guys, is do our little bits of variation. So, you know, switch out a couple of those oak pieces for your mud bricks and, you know, have some oak going over. Like this, for example. Do some more on this angled bit as well. Maybe even have it up to there. Around the sides as well, of course. Put in these blocks around. Like that. And anywhere else, really. Anything to give yourself some nice variation like that going on. That looks good. Then, we'll do the inside as well. Might as well get it all done. And again, like this bit, don't worry about too much because you're not going to be able to see it as well. Because it's going to be hidden by some of those buildings. But if you did want to keep it in there and you wanted to have this like little, you know, rat run kind of single block kind of hidden passageway kind of thing, feel free to go for it, you know. Again, this is like your build really that you can have in your world, so go with it. There we go, get all that. Then with your packed mud, do a couple of those, replacing out those blocks like this. There you go, get your variation in. You'll do the same on the other side as well. Get some of that variation in. Really mix it up. I have some oak planks there. I didn't do one on the inside. No, I didn't. That's fine. I have a tendency to just like place blocks randomly on the inside, and I find them when I'm doing the interiors, and I get very confused as to what is the outside wall and what is just like random blocks that I've ended up placing. I don't know if you guys do that or not as well when you're just building stuff and just giving things a bit of a go. But there we go, got that now. Now with your stripped oak wood, just replace out some of those oak planks with your stripped oak wood with different directions and everything. Like this. There we go. Go for a sideways one there. A couple here maybe. Like that. And then finally with your, well, we'll do the oak on the inside first. We'll get finishing up to this and then we'll do the finally bit. There we go. It's nearly there on these bits like that. And then yeah, finally with your stripped birchwood now, get your variating blocks in. Get some of that all looking good then. Again, some of this you won't be able to see, so don't worry about the inside part too much. Instead, you know, get the outer walls are going to be the biggest thing for you guys. That's where you're going to really see it. So really get these bits done as much as you want and get happy with them, really. Put in loads of little bits of variation. For this one. There we go. Smash that in. Over there. Go for that there. Getting there now. Nearly finished. I think the variating blocks wise is probably what takes up the most amount of time with these tutorials. But it just makes it look so much better, so it's totally worth doing. Just don't really think about variating blocks as taking a long time, but it does. Might also be that I usually do this in World Edit rather than by hand, but because I know some of you guys don't have World Edit, I've got to do it by hand. There we go, that looks good. Cool, so that's now given you the full kind of walls. You've now got this nice big courtyard. And of course you could just be happy with that if you wanted to. But we're going to put in very quickly a little well. So we're going to need a load of the stairs. I think I used all of them, the mossy and cobblestone and stone and also andesite. I'm also going to have a cauldron as well. And we're obviously going to need a bit of water for this and some actual blocks, to be fair, wherever that cobblestone is. There we go, it's over there. So just from the entrance part of it, we are going to have 3 blocks just from the left-hand side. 1, 2, 3. This is where we're going to have our kind of structure. So we're going to just build it out very quickly first. We're going to have 2 blocks going across. So it goes to the middle one of that. That's 2 blocks here, 2 blocks here, and 2 blocks here. So it's just off center. That will give us a nice little base. What we're going to do now is knock out these here. And feel free to variate these blocks underneath. You can see them through. I only made mine, because I'm on a flat world, I only made it like really quite shallow for this one. Grab yourself a water bucket and we're going to fill this all up. like that. But yeah, feel free to make it as deep as you want to. Feel free to, you know, change it. I just went with a very simple design. And then with these ones, we're just going to do a little bit of variation around here. Going to have some, you know, just stairs, upside down stairs. Every so often, if you want to variate, you can variate then. Like that. So that's why I say these blocks down here, also feel free to vary those. I'm going to leave it for mine. And I just had a little cauldron on the side here, and we had some water bucket in there. What we're also going to do is the ground. So the ground texture that I ended up using for all of this one is the same I've used for the other Iberian ones, which is packed mud, rooted dirt, and brown concrete powder. So those are the ones that I've got. Now, because I've got the World Edit mod, I'm going to save myself some time, and I'm going to use some magical world edit from a brush that I have prepared earlier. There we go. And I'm just going to mask the ground and just whack that in there like that. And it would have overspilled on every single side, but I'm not too worried about that for this one. But that's the kind of ground texture that you can get, and just, you know, variate that up. Again, packed mud, brown concrete powder, rooted dirt is what I've found. Looks like quite nice dry dirt with little bits of the brown concrete powder having a bit of moisture in it, so it's not too not super duper dry. But yeah, that I think looks pretty good. We're going to grab a couple of little detail blocks now, just for this little corner here, because that can then be filled up, and we'll do the rest later on. So just in this little corner here, I use this as like a little dumping ground. So feel free to have like a couple, you know, of the barrels and maybe a composter as well, just in this little area here. It just makes a lot of sense. But anyway, guys, let's get on to the inner buildings now. Alright, so for the inner buildings now, what we're going to do is we're going to start from the big tower, the large tower. And with our mud bricks, we're going to have 7 blocks going across from the edge of that tower. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then we're going to have a 1 on a diagonal, another 1 on a diagonal, and then we're going to have 7 going across again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And for this one, I didn't actually have it connecting right into this building here. I had it just short of it to keep it kind of looking the same. It's totally up to you guys if you wanted to do that or not. For me, I then just put in an extra block there just to block that bit up. And I actually filled this little bit with barrels. You could technically, if you wanted to move the door to the side, you could do, but I expect they'd have the door here. And then they would just have this little gap here to fill with stuff. Really, you know, people love stuff. Next layer, of course, we're going to be with oak planks. So just whack that on there, like that, without trying to take out too much of the building. That'd be fantastic. There we go. And then on top of that, you get your birch planks. And again, my internet is making it so that stuff disappears. It's great. I wonder how much of this build is actually just going to suddenly just disappear in front of our eyes. And creep us all out. Do your typical variation blocks as well. So, you know, I didn't actually do loads with this because it was kind of like an inner building. But it's up to you guys how much you want to do. I think this side here should be a good candidate for little bits and bobs. Do your packed mud kind of replacement stuff like that. We are now going to grab ourselves a spruce door. So for this side, 2 blocks over. So ignore the tower, but 1, 2. Go to the next one. That's what you're going to have there. That's where your spruce door is going to be. And then for this one, it's the same again. 1, 2. Go to the next one. Knock that one out and have a door in there. And like I say, guys, it's up to you what you want to do with this back bit. If you want to have this as like a little channel going around, and you know, in all these bits. Or if you wanted to just take this wall out. You'll see when we get the roof in how much you've actually got to play around with. So now with your stripped oak wood, whack in some of these as your variation blocks, as we usually do. And then the same with your stripped birch wood as well. Do a little bit of variating going on here like that. We'll end up doing. Then with your oak slabs, what we're going to do is we're going to have a lower line of slabs across here, and that includes going out to this part here like that, onto these ones, and then goes all the way around, and also have it going over to this bit. On the birch planks, have that going across, and then go out and in and out and in and out and in like this until it gets over to this point. Then right here, we're going to have a block of your oak, then have this going over, and then drag this across. And what you'll find is that it can go out and in, around this bit. And you get another straight line like that. And then finally we get another layer of slabs in the other gaps that we've got. Okay, so including here and across this bit here. And that will give you a nice roof going across the whole thing. Okay. So next up, I had a couple different chimneys. One of them was right here. So where you've got the door, it's going to be right there. This doesn't really make a lot of sense now that I'm thinking about it, but that's where I ended up putting it. And then the next one is going to be 3 slabs over. You're going to leave a gap of 3 slabs and then go to the next one here. And then this one is going to go 1, 2, and then 3. So it's going to be 1 higher than that. Put your campfires on top of those, and then around those, put your spruce trapdoors so you get some smoke. If you wanted to, you could then block these up as well. I just had them, you know, completely open. But you could, if you wanted to, grab your oak trapdoor, whack that over the top so you get some smoke coming out. I just don't think you get as much coming out. No, actually it looks pretty much the same. So yeah, go with that if you wanted to. My guess is that this building was going to be like kitchens or something like that. So maybe you have like a little thing that goes down to the side here. I don't know. It's totally up to you guys. But now you can see where you can actually cut out quite a lot of this space to make it a lot bigger. It's just that we needed that to line everything up so you can get to like this level here. So up to you guys what you want to do with that. I mean, this one makes perfect sense. This can go straight down. So if you wanted to move this over, you could do as well. Of course, up to you guys really. So final little details, which is always good when we get to this point. Again, I just had loads of like barrels and composters really. You know, this area I was just like, this is a perfect place. I would just, if I was them, I'd just have a load of barrels in here. You know, feel free to have like composters around and barrels around in this place, and the same over on this area. This would be a really good little storage area where, you know, you have your cart comes in, you just bring your cart up and you just dump it here, and then they'd put it into all of these different places, no problem at all. But guys, that is it for the tutorial. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. If you have, make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. And as always guys, I will see you on the next one. Later.